Precious Metal Summit 2016 here in Zurich, and we have now Avrupa Minerals here with Paul Kuhn, the CEO, and Paul wants to give us a little update about the company. Paul, welcome.
Well, good morning, Jochen. Good to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's really a while, yeah.
Yes.
At least 18 months or something.
Nah, maybe not quite that long, but lots of good news for you.
Great. Avrupa, you are a project generator. Maybe 2 sentences about your company, and then we dive
right in
what you have achieved.
Well, we are a prospect generator. We're working in Europe. We specialize in Portugal and Kosovo at the moment. We are being funded on 3 different projects, 2 in Portugal and 1 in Kosovo. And things are moving forward in the past year despite a bad economy. We had 1 big drill program in Kosovo, and I've got another little drill program going on myself in Portugal right now.
Wow. Kosovo, to work in Kosovo, honestly, for me, it's something like, what the Germans would say, that's the former war zone. But of course it is not. For you guys, I mean, how is it to work in the Kosovo? I've never been there. I have no idea.
Kosovo is relatively easy. The laws are straightforward. They're well governed by the Mining Bureau. The Mining Bureau is transparent. All of our work in Kosovo has been very positive. Lots of support from the government, lots of support from the locals, and we made a gold discovery there, so things are good.
Great. So tell us more about the gold discovery, of course.
Well, Slavovo is the name. We are being funded right now by an Australian contract miner. They hold 75% of the project and are aiming to finish a pre-feasibility study this year to gain another 10% of the project. So they drilled a lot this summer. We recommended that they drill a lot, and eventually they did. The upshot of it is we found extensions to the Slavovo deposit. It's getting deeper and longer, and we found mineralization under a fault that we had thought was barren beforehand. So positive news, the deposit is still small. It's 125,000 ounces probably.
It's a nice start.
It's a nice start. It needs to get bigger. And the pre-feasibility most likely will tell us, let's drill some more next year, which is a good thing. We like, as explorationists, to get things bigger and more rich and all those sorts of things.
Absolutely. So what else have you achieved in 2016? I mean, you're also working in Portugal,
Portugal.
I think we have met at the Blackheath.
We met at the tungsten the Kovac tungsten deposit up in North Portugal. Yeah. Excuse me, Blackheath is again in the money, and we're starting a small environmental impact there. We need to do more drilling on that one as well, and Blackheath recognizes that, and I think in 2017 we'll see some more positive work on there. The rest of Portugal is really our bread and butter. It's been quiet there this year, but 2017 we will be working a lot in Portugal. I've got the Alvalade JV, where we have a discovery in 2014, and our partner there has had a tough time this year, but it looks like things are going to get better for 2017, so I expect to be drilling there. I've got 2 other pyrite belt properties. That's a copper-zinc property, or zinc-copper property this year. I've got 2 other similar properties. We're expecting to be able to do joint ventures this coming year, and we're actually doing physical work on both properties to upgrade them. This is the first time, by the way, in several years that I'm getting cold calls on my properties.
Wow.
I'm not trying...
It's a good sign.
I mean, I'm trying to... Yeah. Oh, it's a great sign. I'm trying to get JVs, and for the past 2 years, people have not really been listening or caring. They like coming to Portugal because the wine's good and it's pretty, but when it comes to putting money down on a property, forget it. Now we're seeing people calling, saying, can we come visit? We know you've done well. We know you have more copper zinc properties. We would like to have a look. So I've got 3 or 4 groups either have just come or planning to come on the copper zinc and the pyrite belt. I also have an iron oxide copper gold property, and I'm talking to a group about potential joint venture, which has been sort of on and off for the past 6 months, but now it seems to be on again, and I'm hoping, knock on wood somewhere, I'm hoping to see some conclusion, a positive conclusion to a new joint venture. So we're busy in Portugal. It's quiet this year, but 2017, that's where the news is going to come from.
Fantastic. Yep. Any other major targets you want to achieve in 2017?
better share price.
We all want to see
that. We're at 15, 16 Canadian right now, and we want to get it up. We think with the news that's coming out in the next 3 to 6 months, we should have a very good opportunity to move things forward. Our projects are big ones in Portugal. We've got a nice gold deposit in Kosovo. I've got some exploration ideas in Kosovo. I've got people looking at us for potential joint ventures. Things are beginning to look a little bit better this year. A lot of my colleagues say they've kept the lights on, which means they've spent shareholder money doing nothing. We have had one big drill program this year, a second one starting. We're talking to people about joint ventures. We're getting good results.
You're active.
We're active. We have news for the shareholders. So far, good. It's been good news. So we anticipate more strength in the coming year.
Perfect. Great. Last question, because when you drill, it costs money. What's in the bank?
We have money in the bank for a change. As of the end of Q3, it was about 750, 800,000 Canadian. So we did a financing in September, and followed it by a very successful warrant exercise. So things again have been going good. Our shareholders have been positive. Many of them reinvested with the warrants. We have 8 groups, I think it is, that own about 50% of the company.
It's tightly held.
It's tightly held, but there's more float now than there has been. So we're trading, 70, 80,000 shares a day average, which is significantly higher than last year. So, very positive. Good. It's not a lot of shares, joking, right. but it's enough to get people going.
There's room for growth.
There's room for growth. We're listed in Toronto. We're listed in Frankfurt, and we've just opened up a listing on the US OTC.
Perfect.
So there's plenty of opportunity for your customers out there to help us out and have a look at us.
Absolutely. So, great.
So that's the story.
Thank you very much.
My
Thanks
pleasure.
for the update.
Thanks for having me again, as always.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was Paul Kuhn from Avrupa Minerals, and you heard it. They are pretty active. They had good results working in Kosovo and, of course, also in Portugal. And enough money in the bank to fulfill everything what they want to do in 2017. And we take it from there. Check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich.